there, welcome. My name is MarLen Hernandez. I'm a professional makeup artist, and today I'll be sharing my tips and techniques on how to get a beautiful highlight and contour look and a beautiful eye look as well. So how many times have you been on Instagram, or you've also been on Facebook, wanting and desiring to look the same way as the models you see on Instagram, especially in this hot trend right now, which is highlight and contour. So today I'm going to be teaching you these techniques that you can actually do at home in about 15 to 20 minutes with powder products, and also how to do a beautiful eye look as well. So it's very important when doing a highlight and contour, you try to do it the same way as the model you see on Instagram, but you may have a different face shape. So in this case, the best way to assess your face shape is to actually look in front of a mirror, and what you can do is you can see on yourself, you can easily draw a circle, and if you notice the circle is evenly width as it is long, then you're going to be more of a round face shape. Now, if you notice, for my model here, in her case, she is a little bit more narrow up in the forehead and right here on the chin area. So in that case, she would be more of a diamond. She's wider right here in the temples, and up here in the forehead, she's more narrow, as well as the chin. So you can easily draw a diamond face shape for her. So our main objective for her is to actually sculpt in those areas to give her a little bit more balance. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. And one more thing. If you're looking in the mirror and you're like, MarLen, I'm trying, I do not know what face shape I am, just easily see, you can easily see the areas that you really want to define and sculpt more, so you can focus more on that. So first, what I'm going to go ahead and do is grab my brush here. So it's going to be a contour brush. It's a little bit more narrow on the top, and it's a little bit more tapered. And this is also a natural brush as well. So what we're going to go ahead and do first is the highlight. So for the highlight, we're going to grab this color. It's just about 2 shades lighter than her skin tone. So this I'm going to be doing first. And why? The reason I do highlight first is that you notice that your natural contour comes through. So I'm going to grab a little bit of the product, just like this, on the side of the brush, not on the tip. So I'll be grabbing the product on the side of the brush, tapping excess, and go ahead and look at her head. I'm going to go ahead and start right here underneath her eye area. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and press the product. Just like that. Now, you could definitely also brush it like this, but one of the reasons that I like to press on the product like this is because you don't want to move anything that you've already done. So in that case, when pressing on the product, then you won't move the beautiful work you've already done. Almost imagine like a triangle. So this is called the triangle of light. So what you want to do is bring light to that area. So grabbing a little bit of product. Can you see that? All right. And then right here on the side as well, on her bone structure, where the natural light would actually hit if she were in the sun as well. Now, if you can see for her too, in this area, she's very narrow here, so you can actually bring a little bit of light to that area as well. So follow her natural bone structure and imagine that triangle of light and do more of the pressing motion. All right, you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Go ahead and turn this way. Do more of the pressing. Beautiful. Now you may ask, hey, why aren't you using cream products? The reason that I'm not using cream products for this look, because cream products can actually take a little bit longer. So in this case, I'll do more of a powder first. And then you can see right here in this area, her brows are a little bit together right here in this area. So what we're going to do is apply a little bit of shadow here just to open it up as well with the highlight color. Because remember, highlight colors bring light and bring attention too. And when doing the highlight first, then her natural bone structure comes through. So you can see in this area here, we've highlighted, and then right here you can see where her natural contour is. All right. So now that we have highlighted on my beautiful model, what we're going to go ahead and do is do the contour. So again, what you can do is clean off your brush a little bit. Just take off any excess product. And then for her contour, we're going to be using this shade. So it's only about 2 to 3 shades darker than her. And what we're going to do is we're going to sculpt and define some areas. So in her case, because she is more of a diamond face shape, then we are going to bring a little bit of more sculpting right here on the cheekbone first of all. I'm going to grab a little bit of the product. And I'm going to feel for her bone structure right here in this area. I can feel where her bone is. And you can also feel the hollow, which is going to be right in this area. So if you're not sure, like, how do I find it? Just go there and feel. And right in the hollow of it, that's where you're going to apply the contour. So we're going to start in the back. And you're like, why do we start in the back? So the reason you want to start in the back is because if you accidentally make it too dark, it's okay because you can blend it out, versus if you start right here in the middle and go this way, you might leave like a little blotch. So in this case, start in the back, move forward, and then I softly blend it upward a little bit. Now, you can bring it, turn this way, you can bring it a little bit more forward here, closer to the nose area, but that's making it a little bit more dramatic. So I would mainly put the contour on the temples in the back, blend upward. And another place is, you can see she's a little bit more narrow in this area, but you can add a little bit of a contour color just right in here to balance it out. And whenever you do contour up here, just make sure you take it in towards the hairline. So when you do that, you don't see a gap of like contour color and then you see some skin color in that area. This way. And again, here for her, we're going to feel her bone structure right in this area here. Turn this way a little bit more. Thank you. Start here again in the back. Start in the back and then bring it forward. Then if you accidentally put too much product, remember, less is more. So just add a little bit at a time, and you can easily add more color than putting on too much and blending it. And then what I like to do is bring it forward and then blend up here so there is no line. So take away that line. Beautiful. And now what we're going to go ahead and do for her as well is we're just going to add a little bit of contour also. You can add a little bit here, like in this area for her, just to define a little bit more. I know for me, one of the places I like to do it, which in this case, Diana doesn't need it at all. I like to do my double chin here. So for her, she doesn't need it at all. But if that's what you like to do, or your client asks you like, hey, you know, what can you do for this here? You just easily add a little bit of color in this area. So I try to add a lot of color actually. Let's turn this way. And see, that is a beautiful highlight and contour in just a matter of like 10 minutes. Alright, so my beautiful model Diana has beautiful highlight and contour now. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to do a quick smoky eye in 10 minutes. Alright, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a color correcting primer on her lid area. And then I'm going to use my ring finger, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend it out. The reason, again, you want to use your ring finger because it is the weakest of them all. And go ahead and do this side as well. And you want to start in the lid area because the lid area is where most of the color is concentrated anyways. So do most of the color in the lid area. Use your ring finger and then blend it. So then what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm actually going to show you how to do a contour and highlight on her eye as well. So what you can do is use the same highlight and contour that we use for her face to also highlight underneath her brow and also how to contour her eye. So I'm going to use the light color first with my flat brush. And the light color we're going to go ahead and put right underneath her brow where the highest place is. So where her arch is right here, start there and then blend it. Here as well, the light color underneath her brow. The highest point is the arch, so right underneath the arch, underneath the brow. All right, and that was with the flat brush. So now I'm going to use a crease brush. What I'm going to do with this, I'm going to use it to give her eye some shape. So what's great is to actually look in front of a mirror. I'm going to have her look straight ahead, grab a little bit of the contour color that we use, and we're going to give her eye a little bit of shape. So I start right here. So basically where I'm going to start is above her crease. So it's very visible even when her eye is open. And then I'm going to blend it back and forth in the motions like windshield wiper. And I'm going to do this side as well. So I'd like to start in the center. Again, like underneath where the highest point of the brow is, which is the arch, kind of above the iris. So with that contour color. So what I'm doing right now is just giving her eye shape. And I'm just going back and forth like a windshield wiper. So now you can see she has a beautiful contour now. The third brush that I'm going to be using is a smudge brush. So what I'm going to do with the smudge brush, it's a smudge, but it's a little bit of a dome as well. So it's great to apply the color and also to blend it underneath the lash line. And have her look up, start in the outer corner, and then bring it forward. And this is a simple look already, so you can really partner it up, either make this a smoky eye, or you can apply a pop of color on the lid. In this case, what we're going to do is now that we've given her eye a little bit of shape, we're going to go ahead and use this beautiful color in this palette that's here, and we're going to use Self-Made on her lid color. So we're going to, again, use the flat brush, grab a little bit of the color Self-Made. Now, if it does have, this one has a little bit of a shimmer in it, so just make sure you tap off a little bit of product. And what we're going to do is just press it on her lid area. And the reason you want to do more of the pressing motion, since this is more of a shimmery color, then we're pressing it, so therefore you get less fallout. Open. See, beautiful. So that's already a beautiful, soft, smoky eye. Close. So first we went ahead and gave her eye a little bit of shape. And now we're going to give her eye a little bit of color. So it's up to you. You can use a little bit of pop of color on the lid. In this case, we're doing a beautiful copper color for her lid area. And again, you just want to press that color on. Okay. Beautiful. Then you can even go with the deeper color, which is going to be, in this case, hot chocolate. So a little bit of hot chocolate on the tip of my smudge brush. So a smudge brush, again, is a little bit more of a dome. Take a little bit of excess. So if you don't have a tissue with you, you can take off a little bit of excess on a tissue, or you can actually use your hand also. Look up for me. So in the outer corner, use a little bit of hot chocolate just to give your eye a little bit of shape. Again, and you want to start in the outer corner because if you make it again too dark, you can easily blend it out, so no problem. So that's a beautiful, soft, smoky eye. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is again add a little bit of the hot chocolate. Look straight ahead. So this again, you want to look straight ahead in a mirror or whenever you're doing makeup on a client. In the outer corner of the eye and bring it inward just to give her eye a little bit more shape. Now look straight ahead again. Turn your head this way. There we go. Look at me. Or have them look at you too. So just go up a little on the outer corner and you want to go upward to give your eye a little bit more shape and mark it. Close. And then you can close and then you can blend it inward. Again with a smudge brush. Okay. And it's up to you how far up you want to go. You can make it a little bit more dramatic if you take that the deeper color and you bring it up a little bit more. So open again, look straight ahead. So in her case, again, I'm just using the smudge brush. It doesn't have much color left, so I'm just blending it out. Sorry. And then here. And again, I'm going to add a little bit more color of the hot chocolate again. So in this case, you can see how it started off with the really soft smoky, and I'm adding now a little bit of a deeper color, the hot chocolate in the outer corner. So the hot chocolate is exactly just that color. So it looks a little bit more on like a maroon chocolate color. And then open. And the reason I always have my model open her eye is because I really want to see how far up the color is going to be. Again, if you do with the eyes closed all the time, then you're not going to see how far up you went. There we go. And now we're going to add a little bit of highlighter. So not necessarily a wing, since of course you have, 10 minutes in the morning. So I'm going to show you how to do this quick look. So it's a smudge liner look. So basically I'm going to grab my black eyeliner. Both. It's not a waterproof color. So I'm just going to do a very little product. Very little, closest to the lash line. And I'm going to grab again my smudge brush. And I'm going to blend it inward to just give her eye a little bit of shape. And I actually like to start on the outer corner again and then bring it inward. And I do little dashes, not necessarily one line, because if you try to do a line, I'll be honest, like it's not going to come out perfect. And so now what we do is we just smudge it out, give it a smudge liner look. So that's basically just the liner, you smudge it out, so that's exactly what it is. Gives her a little bit more definition. Open. Perfect. And then to finish her off, I always love blush. So, in this same palette here, I'm actually going to use this eyeshadow Sherbet, and I'm going to give her a little bit of color on her cheeks. And I'm going to go ahead and use again, actually the contour brush that I use. Only a little bit on the tip of it. Looks through the head here. And a little bit on the apples and blend backward. Again, I didn't start right here next to her nose, and I didn't start way back here either, more in the center, so therefore you can blend it out. Start here, blend. And then you can also go, if you're like, well, I don't know, I'm over blending it, you can go in the number 8 too to blend out that blush color, and so it really looks beautiful with that contour look. And this is a beautiful bronze look, so it's perfect for summer, perfect for spring, a day in the office. If you're going out with the girls, you can pop on a little bit of glitter. All right, so my beautiful model is done. Thank you so much for taking time and looking at the video. Thanks.